Multiply the following two rational expressions. First is 27 a squared b to the fifth over 16x y squared times 20 x squared y cubed over 9 a squared b. So now when you combine rational expressions, it's just the same as combining fractions with numbers. So if you have a fraction a over b and you want to multiply it by c over d, the result is the product of the numerators over the product of the denominators. So we can just combine the numerators and the denominators. So rearranging these, I'm going to get 27 a squared b to the fifth times 20 x squared y cubed over 16xy squared times 9a squared b. And now since multiplication is commutative and these in the numerator and the denominator they're all products, I'm just going to rearrange the terms. So we're going to get 20 times 27 times a squared times b to the fifth times x squared times y cubed. And then in the denominator I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put the numbers first. So 16 times 9 times a squared b x y squared. So now we're in a position where we can try to reduce. Notice that 20 and 16 both have a factor of 4. So if we reduce by 4, the 20 is going to reduce down to 5 and the 16 is going to reduce down to 4. And similarly, with 27 and 9, 27, if we reduce by 9, 27 is going to reduce down to 3, and 9 is just going to reduce down to 1. So let's write what we have so far. So we have 5 times 3 on the top, which is 15, a squared b to the fifth x squared y cubed. And then in the denominator we have 4 times 1, which is 4, a squared b x y squared. So now the last thing we have to do is combine each of the variables, because notice there's an a on the top and an a on the bottom. The same thing with b and x and y. And how we do that is we use the quotient property of exponents, where if you have any number, say n, and it's taken to a power, and then you have a number taken to a different power in the denominator, what you do here is you subtract the exponents. So what this starts looking like is 15 over 4, the numbers stay the same. This becomes a, the numerator minus the denominator, so 2 minus 2, b, 5 minus 1, x, 2 minus 1, and y to the 3 minus 2. So simplifying further, we get 15 over 4 times a to the 0 power times b to the 4th times x to the 1st power rather, and then y to the 1st power. And then simplifying, we get 15 over 4. A to the 0 power is just 1 because one of the properties of exponents is that any number taken to the 0 power is always going to be 1. So we don't have to write anything down there. Then we have b to the 4th, and then x, and then y. And similarly, you can write that as 15 b to the 4th xy over 4. And so that's how we combine those two rational expressions.